السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله بلغ رسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح للأمة. أما بعد، جزاكم الله خير. My dear respect brothers and sisters, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you and elevate your status and make this session bi'idhnillah ta'ala for his sake, and make this session bi'idhnillah ta'ala a way for us to get closer to him bi'idhnillah ta'ala. As we started before, brothers and sisters, we're going to continue our weekly halaqa bi'idhnillah ta'ala, in which that we're going to be talking about how to be a better believer. And last week we spoke about, or we started an important section of how could we attain friends, and how friends or your brothers and sisters that you surround yourself with have a huge effect on your personality and have a dramatic effect on who you are, you know. And inshallah, with Allah ta'ala, we're going to continue that with Allah ta'ala today. Brothers and sisters, understand that the people that you surround yourself with have an effect, a direct effect on you. And whether you like it or not, you will imitate them. You will imitate them, and this is part of the natural one of the natural instincts that human beings have within themselves. If you put, for instance, you know, even if you apply it to anything else in this life, if you put, for instance, an individual out of his own norm into another ethnic groups, you will see them immediately, whether they like it or not. He would try imitating, the new group that he's within. And this is not something out of the ordinary. This is something normal. This is absolutely something normal. And Ibn Taymiyyah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him, he confirmed that, and he said the following. He said, and I'm going to say this in Arabic. He said, فَكَمْ مِنَ النَّاسِ لَمْ يُرِدْ خَيْرًا وَلَا شَرًّا. He said, so there are so many people that they did not intend to do good or bad, ولا سيما كان نظيره يفعله فيفعله. He said, but what happened? He saw a friend of him does something, so he eventually does it. So many people, brothers and sisters, they didn't intend to do evil, or they didn't intend to do something that is good. But what happened? He was in an environment in which that he saw a friend of him do something, and because he does it, he imitated him. So technically, as the title say of this today's lesson, is you are a mirror of your own brother. And he said, Ibn Taymiyyah, he said, فَإِنَّ النَّاسِ كَالسَّرَابِ الْقَطَى مَجْبُولُونَ عَلَى تَشَبُّهِ بَعْضُهُم بِبَعْض. He said, people are like a flock of birds. When you look at the sky and you see the flock of birds, what do you see? You see each birds, or the birds are imitating each other. If the birds in the beginning went right, all of them would follow along. And if the birds in the front of the flock went to the left, all of them would follow along. So we are like, he gave this, this example of how human beings behave. He said, we are like a flock of birds. We are naturally, inclined into imitating one another. And this is extremely important. He said, وَلِهَذَا كَانَ الْمُبْتَدِئُ بِالْخَيْرِ وَبِالشَّرِّ لَهُ مِثْلُ مَا تَبَعُهُ مِنَ الْأَجْرِ. He said that's why in our deen, in our religion, that whoever initiates something good or whoever initiates something bad, he will have the reward or the sins of whomever follow him. And this is something, brothers and sisters, extremely important. For instance, if someone does something good and his brothers and sisters who are around him imitated him, he shall get the same reward as them, and vice versa. If an individual, he did something, committed a sin, and his brothers and sisters committed the same sins, and his brothers and sisters committed the same sins, okay, what happened? Let me see. I think there is a little bit of a delay here.